This will be a tutorial for drawing 3 using SketchUp. Start by using the SketchUp icon on your desktop. Make sure the template you select is one for feet and inches. Once SketchUp is open, make sure you've got the appropriate tool sets open. I can see here that my large tool set is not on. So if you go to View and Toolbars, make sure your large tool set is selected. Mine came over on my other desktop. If you drag the toolbar to the corner, it'll snap it to the side. So now I should be ready to start drawing 3. So to start drawing 3, I'm going to use the rectangle tool. Start on my origin, drag away. I can see that my width is 2 inches and the length of the drawing is 3. So I'm going to go 3, 2, create my rectangle, zoom in by scrolling up on the mouse. The height of this object is 2 inches, so I'm going to use my push-pull tool and drag up a height of 2. From the top view, I'm going to cut away this section. I'm going to start by using the pencil tool, coming down from the corner a distance of 0.5. I'm going to find the end point of that by hovering over and dragging across. I'm going to do the same thing here, go a distance of 0.5, find my end point, straight to that line. I'm going to use my push-pull tool, cut away this section. Now this section is actually lower than this one. So I'm going to select this rectangle, drag down and key in 0.25. When you drag that down, it's going to create a line right here dividing that face into 2 pieces. We don't want that line there, so you can use your eraser tool and just erase that line. If you goof up, you can go up to Edit and do Undo, and that'll undo the last step that you did. So say I accidentally erased this line and started to goof up the drawing, you can go up to Edit and click Undo, and it'll allow you to fix your goof up. But I'm just going to delete that line. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut off these corners. This object here, you're actually missing a dimension. In your print, it should show you that it's 1 inch from the bottom of this piece to where that corner gets cut off, and that dimension is missing on your print. So from this bottom corner, we're going to come up a distance of 1 inch. And from this back corner, we're going to come out a distance of 7/8. Now you do not need to convert the fractions to decimal. You can actually key in 7 divided by 8. Find our endpoint, come out to our endpoint, push-pull that corner right off of that shape. We're going to use the same technique for this back piece, so I need to grab my pencil tool, come over from the corner. This is a distance of 1.5. I'm going to come up from the bottom. This one is a distance of 3/4, so that's 0.75. I'm going to hover over that line, finding endpoints. Make sure it says endpoint and not midpoint. I'm going to rotate my object, cut that section away. Now the next thing I'm going to draw in is our little triangle down here. Again with my pencil tool, I'm going to come up. That's up a distance of 0.25. Hover over. I'm going to draw a straight. Now when the line turns green, I know I'm directly on that axis. So I know that that line is straight. So I'm just going to go there. Now this way it doesn't go all the way out. It goes out a distance of 1.5. My line didn't draw there. Distance of 1.5. Now I've got my line. Connect those 2 points. I'm going to push-pull this. That's a height of 0.25. And that component is done. The last thing that we need to do is add the hole. To get the hole in this drawing, we need to use a new tool. This is the tape measure tool. It's going to allow us to measure and create a center point for that circle. Now, looking at the print, you see those dashed lines. The print has them dimensioned. They are 11/16 up and 11/16 over. So 11/16 up from this bottom edge. We're going to click and drag and key in 11/16. That's going to put in our horizontal center line. Then we're going to go from the edge over a distance of 11/16. Now we've got the center point for our circle. I'm going to select the circle tool, click on the intersection of those two lines, and drag away. Now, when creating a circle, you need to be careful because our print has it listed as a 3/8 inch diameter hole. Well, you'll notice that SketchUp is asking for the radius. So to get half of a fraction, we multiply the denominator by 2. So half of 3/8 is 3/16. So I'm going to key in 3/16 and put in my circle. The last step is to take my push-pull tool, click on the circle, drag it through, cutting out that hole. That's the conclusion of the tutorial for drawing 3.